Okay, so Mr. Perry just shut off my recording. I did not do that. He has now tampered with evidence because these recordings are evidence for his criminal case. They express my intent, and we document the malicious intent, the premeditation. So he has just altered my evidence. So there will be 2 videos when there was intended to only be 1. Because when I said you're contacting my coworkers and my family, he shut it off. Why would he do that? Well, he's hacked my phone. He's cloned it. So he just altered evidence. Again, Mr. Perry's really big about altering evidence and destroying evidence because I didn't get tested for arsenic, right? Where's my blood test? If he were not giving me arsenic, believe me, there would have been a blood test so he could have his big old drama queen press conference. She lied, see? But you made sure there wasn't one, and my evidence was destroyed. Michael Neely was not tested when he was unconscious and in respiratory distress. He was tested after given Narcan, which completely changed the composition of his chemistry in his blood. Why did that happen? Why wasn't he tested immediately? Why is he sitting in jail? All I'm going to tell you, Mr. Stupid, is when you contact me, when you invade my privacy, when you cause me loss or problems, the longer I'm broke, the longer he's in jail, what happens? Ask Lucius. Ask Beverly. Ask Sonjay what happens. Ask Bald Fat Calvin. What happens when you go at me? And now Sadie. And Mike Neely. And my kids and my family and anybody I know. We said, get the club full of paying customers that have nothing to do with you. Because you ran them all off. He could sue the hell out of you. Before this is over, we'll probably all sue the hell out of you. All we have to do is wait till you're arrested. Oh, speaking of which, so we got all this. I mean, this is not, what he said is, her privacy is not to be invaded. You're not to contact her or her family in any form, directly or indirectly. Cease and desist. She's not to be broke and have to ask for help anymore. Period. This is all the stuff we've gotten over the last few days. And take a picture of her when she takes her trash out or walks to her car, because we found her location, Matt. And we're stalkers, so we go where she is and take pictures of her. Yep. So we got all that. I'm gonna call my son's employer and cause a problem. We got that. I'm gonna frame her for a murder. I gotta call her dad and find out what kind of cigarettes to plant. We got that. Over and over. That's all you get. 10 years of it. You can't spot a pattern after 10 years. Mr. Perry's delusional, and he thinks he has a choice. Yeah, this conversation. She says you want her to lie. We've never asked her to lie. We want her to tell the truth. Well, she says she is telling the truth, and you're wanting her to lie. So, in other words, you're trying to make her change her story. Right? Dates and times of events. She gets it before, not after. So it's just not, you're not explaining that to my satisfaction. You're not explaining it to anybody's satisfaction. Because you're stupid. Thank God criminals are stupid, or they wouldn't be criminals. Because the rest of us can go a whole day without having to buy one judge, one cop, or watch somebody in the privacy of their home and get creepy and strange-o. Right? Mr. Perry, you need to control yourself, and you can't. You can't do it. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to help you. I'm not going to call you. When you contact me, the direct result of that is we get more. When you cause me a problem, the direct result of that is we find out more. When you chase that lie, the direct result of that is more of the truth has come out. And your kids are stuck with that long after you're gone, having to apologize and explain it. Okay, so in closing, what I want to say about the shootings. Lately, we have had shootings where people are fucking doing nothing. This kid went to the wrong address to get his siblings, and he rings the fucking doorbell and he's almost killed. Somebody's basketball rolls into the neighbor's yard. The neighbor shoots him. Somebody pulled in the wrong driveway, and they're gonna back out and turn around and go, and they're shot. They're murdered. They open the wrong car door and they get shot. Now, why is that happening all of a sudden? Well, we got a situation with Kyle Carruth in Lubbock, Texas, where a man went to pick up his kid. Legitimate reason to be at the property. I came here to get my kid. There is a court order that says I'm to pick up my child at this time, at this location. And the owner, Kyle Carruth, runs in the house and gets a gun and shoots him and kills him dead and gets away with it. So now we have this happening a lot. And people are just going to say, well, I have my stand your ground bullshit. Here's the thing. Most stand your ground laws in most states require that there be a threat. An unarmed individual is not a threat. Chad Reed wasn't doing anything at all but threatening a lawsuit. He was unarmed. He said, well, I'm going to take you all back to court if you can't produce my child in accordance with the court order. Where is my child? There's a court order. You're defying the courts. And the response was to go in and get a gun and shoot him dead. And for some reason, the grand jury did not find him guilty. I'm not one of those gun control people and all that. Here's the reason for that. I've yet to see a shooting, certainly like the Tulsa shooting at St. Francis, the shooting, most of the mass shootings that you see, there's not a law that you can change that would have stopped it. This guy got a gun legally in Tulsa. Adam Lanza murdered his mother and got a gun, her gun, and went and shot up a school. Bunch of 5-year-olds. Things like that. What law would you make? I mean, I don't know what law you would make. She was attempting to put him in a mental hospital because she knew something was wrong. Now, should she have maybe locked the guns up more or better? I don't know. Is there a law that you could have made that would have required her to do something? I mean, and then if somebody did invade her home, how's she going to get to the gun? I mean, there's all these things that you got to consider. Because there is a legitimate reason for someone breaking into your home trying to hurt you that you need a gun. So what law do you change? If I could hear a law that makes sense that would stop all that, I'd be, yep, let's do it. But I've not heard it yet. The guy in Tulsa went and got a gun legally. He didn't have any prior arrests or convictions and no history of mental illness that we know of. Now, he decides to go buy a gun. He can. He did. If there were a waiting period, let's say there was a waiting period required, you can come in, sir, today and fill out the paperwork. We're going to do a background check and then you have to wait 90 days and then you can get your gun. In that 90 days, maybe he changes his mind and calms down. Maybe he goes and finds one illegally. We don't know. Would a waiting period change his mind? We don't know. You can't possibly know that. So, I'm not a big thing. I'm not really into the whole, let's make a law. Well, we got to have a law that makes sense that would actually do something. Or let's not make a law because we're spending a lot of time and money, taxpayer money, on doing something that doesn't work anyway. Let's find what works, what will work, what will help the situation so we don't have a lot of mass shootings. We don't have, families with no mommy and no daddy and no kids. Losing a child is the most painful thing in the world. It's very, very, very hard to live with that. So, but the stand your ground thing is getting abused clearly. And it might be due to what occurred with Mr. Carruth. Because now, after that, we have like 5 things that have happened. Where somebody wanders onto the wrong property accidentally, unarmed, not a threat. I'm just lost. And they get murdered. They get murdered. I don't understand that. How is that? What precedents did you set? But that's Charles. If it's illegal, he'll do that. If it's going to ruin somebody's life, he'll do that. And then you can't understand why nobody will help him. We can't wait till you're in jail, all of you. And then we don't have to deal with this crap anymore. No more peep and poke. No more pestering and bothering. Your guy said when he pesters Cynthia and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. She always finds out before we try to do something horrible to her. And then she'll change her plans. It completely changes her plans. And then we can't do it. Or she'll start talking about it. And then everybody's running around going, how'd she find out? How did she know? When Charles invades my privacy and when he contacts me, we get more. When Charles contacts me and invades my privacy, we get more. When Charles contacts me and takes my money or my privacy, we find out more. Is that what you want? Because it seems like it is. Because he never shuts up and he never stops. So there's that. Now, I'm going to do the disclaimer. Okay, keep in mind, this disclaimer applies to both part 1 and part 2 of this because I did not break it into 2 parts. Mr. Charles Perry hacking my phone did. He again has altered evidence. Everybody note that for the record. It's April 20, 2023. Look, there's the disclaimer. Applies to part 1 and part 2. It is illegal to hack somebody. It is illegal to peep. It is illegal to harass and coerce. It is illegal to commit grand larceny with intent to coerce, interference with commerce and contracts with intent to coerce, and deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. Leave Sadie the fuck alone. You don't have a choice. Okay? When we tell you these things, as much evidence as we've gotten, as much inside information on your criminal organization as we have, it speaks to your delusion that you think you have a choice. We got Huntington's disease because you think you have a choice. We found out you want somebody to take pictures of me as I take my trash out or walk to my car because you think you had a choice when you were told, leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave everybody and everything the fuck alone. Get off your fat, lazy, pervert ass and go fucking work. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Ask Sonjay. Ask Lucius. Ask Calvin. Ask Beverly. Who's Melanie? Huh? Who's Melanie? Where's Monique today, Mr. Perry? Who's Monique and where is she right now? Yep. Okay? When you do the crime to me, nothing has come from it but you get caught. Nothing.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes. First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
I don't. This makes.
Look at this. This is like Mr. Perry. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. Nothing else happens but that. You chase that lie, the more truth we get. It's disseminated to everybody in the need to know. Mr. Powell, every time you call up here wanting my whereabouts, every time y'all talk about taking a picture of me or taking my car or costing me money or causing me a problem, how many people get it? When we start talking about what you just talked about in your meeting and naming people in the meeting, you have to pay your attorney to listen to all that and look through it all. So there's billable hours for your attorneys. They love y'all. And then you have to do it again in your criminal case. Listen to it all, read through it all, see what part of that you can get suppressed. Cha-ching, you're making your attorney rich. Can you afford that? It's costing you now. You're just stupid. You didn't add all that up, did you? Calvin. Bald, fat Calvin. So she's trying to reason with him, like I've tried to reason with Mr. Perry. You can't fix crazy. I mean, you can't fix stupid, and you can't reason with crazy people. You can't do it. Everybody keeps trying. Mr. Perry, everybody's sick of you. You ought to know that by now. I can get information at the snap of a finger, because everybody's sick and tired of you. Sick and tired of your rape. Sick and tired of your stealing. Sick and tired of I feel and I want and I need and blah, blah, blah. You know what everybody worries about? What your victims feel and what they think, having to deal with what you've done. Not how you feel because you got caught. You fucking don't matter, dumbass. I do. I matter, you do not. I matter. He said, I'm going to tell you one last time. After that, you're on your own. You want to go back to your vomit? Go back to your vomit. You're not to invade her privacy. You're not to contact her family or her in any form, directly or indirectly. Leave them the fuck alone. She's not to be broke anymore and have to ask for help. You're going to respect her in the law, or we're going to do it for you. And we said that in March 2020. You give it back. You get that club full of paying customers. You get Mike Neely home. You make sure she has her money and she's fine. And you get the hell out of her life. Or we're going to do it for you. After that, look how much more we got. Because you're fucking stupid. And you went back to your vomit instead. Yeah, okay. She's telling him, how does it feel to have somebody stick a camera in your face everywhere you go? You like that? He doesn't get it. He's stupid like Charles. Doesn't understand a word you say. Never responds right, because he doesn't understand a fucking thing you say. So he's like, I got pictures of you because I'm a stalker. You want to see the pictures I took of you because I'm a stalker? You want to take a picture of me when I take my trash out or go to my car? Duly noted for the record, because you're a stalker. Stalking is a felony. You talking to my people that I work with? Calvin? Bald, fat, disgusting Calvin? Huh? You gonna be the bitch of a sex weirdo? That's the best you can do? Lucius? I won't. I'll go without food, but I'm not doing that. I'm not stooping to that. Why are you? I mean, don't you have something better to do than be the bitch of a sex weirdo all day? Little fuck that sits around watching people in the privacy of their home? I mean, laugh all you want. You laughed at me in March 2020 when we said get the club full of paying customers. Sadie gets the money, she keeps her money. If somebody wants to buy a lap dance from her or throw money on, anybody, it's not her business. But whatever she makes, she keeps. It's not your money, it's her money. Don't tell her you wouldn't have customers if it weren't for me, because you ran off the customers, so that's not true. You need to make it right with the owner. You don't have a choice. Make it right with him. You do not have a choice. And, give back what you took and get the hell out. You don't have a choice. And y'all laughed at me. But look how much more evidence and how many more times you've been quoted since then. We found out I was trafficked before, not after. I'm naming your people. You can't name even one of mine. 6 years in a strip club, not one slip up. And then I went back and you still fucked it up. Right? Not one slip up. If I don't accidentally slip up, Mr. Perry, I'm not going to help you on purpose. We all want you gone. Everybody's sick of you. You need to get that through your head. Everybody's sick and tired of you. Everybody's sick and tired of you. I can get information in the snap of a finger and you can't get shit. You're getting told on and nothing else. Now laugh now, princess. You feel pretty in that dress you wear? With your doll? Do you? Picking on women to feel tough? Your mom is something. We love your mom.
You feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures?
I got scratches.
I can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't give
get
a
it
fuck.
good.
You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can
find
bring
Is that
the
a
whole fucking
threat?
army.
You're gonna
I don't
find
give a
out.
fuck.
This make you
So when he said, you give back what you took, you get that club full of paying customers and stop running them off. And you get Michael home to his family. And you leave everybody the fuck alone. And you thought you had a choice. We found out you trafficked me. We found out who you trafficked me to. We got your code words. Right? Pin the tail on the donkey means to get somebody into custody. Right? Papa John's make delivery, right? Hansel and Gretel coax this person, this victim, to a location where we can commit a crime against them. Lure them, trick them, whatever, right? Hansel and Gretel. Rapunzel, did we finally coerce this person into being trafficked? Is Rapunzel let down her hair and agree to be trafficked? Okay, anybody else have that? Name one other victim that has that. I have that. Because you're delusional enough to think you have a choice. We also found out you have Huntington's disease. Because you're so delusional, you thought you had a choice when he told you that. When you contact me, you sick son of a bitch, I don't want to hear it. Get the fuck away from me. Shut up and get away from me. Stupid. I fucking can't stand you. You get anywhere near me, I'll beat the fuck out of you. Your balls will be all the way up in your brains. And I'm not kidding you. You do not come near me. I'm not going to call you. No one's going to help you. Everybody's sick of you. Everybody's sick of you. Why can you not understand that? Just how sick of you they are. We get what you just said at the snap of a finger because of it. Get off your ass and go work. And leave everything and everybody else the fuck alone. Nobody invited you here. Get the fuck off me, rapist. I said no, and no means no.
This make you so stop.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.
I have to review it. What he did is he signed a marriage license and a power of attorney. Forgery. It's a forgery. He signed my name to something I've never even seen. If you think I've seen it, bring me your copy and watch the little bitch shit himself. It's a forgery. He did that to get information illegally regarding my finances. They start then tearing down your finances, taking your personal documents, like a birth certificate, a social security card, and your driver's license. They'll take your car. They'll take everything you have. Because when you have nothing left, you're easier to traffic. Mr. Perry has put cameras in women's homes against their knowledge and against their will for years. But he got caught when he did it to me. Because it's different when he does it to me. I'm helping law enforcement catch him. He's just not putting that together. While he's asking me who told on me and who are they telling, he acts like nobody, it's shapeshifters and aliens from Roswell. Oh my god. Go into court and say that. Okay. So, that's what traffickers do. Look at the Oklahoma City Police Department's website on it. They know what they're doing, kinda. We got the bigger fish. We got the bigger fish. Lucius. We love you too, Lucius. We love you too. So we heard you today. First thing this morning. Everybody's worried about me having Bittencourt's name. And then you want the pizza, as soon as she walks across the parking lot to go to her car, take out the trash, take a picture of her. We heard ya, Lucius. It's different when you do the crime to me. Why is that? Y'all are not understanding how very sick and tired of you everybody is. And so at the snap of a finger, I can get stuff like that. And you can't. You can't name one guy. You can't quote one meeting. We've quoted you every day for 7 years. And there's 6 years in a strip club, and I didn't slip up once, even accidentally. And then 5 weeks after that, again. You're too busy, getting your meth head to bully me. Right, Calvin? Make sure she don't make no money. Oh my god. Oh my God. But yeah, the owner would have let those guys with 14 grand stay there and throw money on the stage if he was getting a cut. Sadie threw a fit because she was going to come up short and the money wasn't laundered because he made her leave, made the guys leave. What are you going to, what, you know, everybody sees what you're doing to me. I'm 53. I have help. She's 20 and she does not have the help that I have. Yeah, she's going to freak out and throw a fit. And you know, if you weren't stupid, you'd have made sure she had a better car. Don't tell her that the only reason she has money is because of you, because it's not true. You ran the customers off to have money. Get them back in there. You don't have a choice. Look how much more we've gotten over the years because you thought you had a choice. You're delusional. And since that time, the first time we said it, you laughed. You thought you had a choice. But look how much more we got, intel-wise. Every fucking day. Every fucking day we quote you. Everybody else sees it like this. You're hideous. You're heinous. You're disgusting. You're repulsive even to prisoners.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay.